Hey everyone, Bill McRae here along with Jason. And today is the first day of our live coaching sessions. I'm going to let Jason say hello here, and I'm going to be quiet for a minute. We're going to give it about 2 minutes to allow people to show up. So Jason, say hello.
Hey everybody, what is going on? A beautiful Sunday up here in Buffalo, New York. It's about 30 degrees. No snow until tomorrow. So should be a very, very interesting training today. We're going to go over some things for 90 days of action. We're going to go over some things for 200 clicks and getting things set up. So like Bill said, we're going to give it a minute or two, let people get on here, get situated, and get ready to grab a piece of paper and a pen or whatever they want to do and take some notes. And we'll get started.
It's an important thing to keep notes. And one thing I want to make sure everyone understands is there will be a link to the replay of this webinar inside the 90 Days of Action members area. We'll try to work the dates out and schedule better for future. This is the first time I've ever used Google Live, and obviously we struggled a little bit with it, but well, here we are, and we're going, and things are fine. Looks like we're getting some people showing up, so that's the good news. Basically what we're doing today is kind of go over the basics. The basics are like, you know, I deal with like 15 to 20 Facebook chats at a time. Probably a lot of you guys are asking questions of me via Facebook private message, and that is great, and I have no problem with that at all. But people are asking for kind of advanced sort of techniques before, you know, they go, hey, Bill, can you show me what you're doing on Facebook for this? Or, hey, I want to know how to do this for your email stuff. And we're going to get to it all, okay? I love your enthusiasm, but I've got to say, in all fairness, that it's better to learn how to walk before you run. It's better to learn how to crawl before you walk. So we're going to start with the basics and build on it each week to get to the more advanced stuff. What I'm doing with email and SMTP servers and the way I personally handle my own stuff versus what we do with 200 clicks, all these things can be revealed over time. I do some more advanced stuff in the email stuff you're not ready for yet. I know a bunch of you have talked to her like, I want to know about it now. It's like if you start studying English Lit 101 in college before you learn how to read, okay? It may be something you're excited about, but it's not something you're going to understand or be able to use or comprehend. So we're going to start with the basics and build forward. There's basically 3 segments we're going through today. I'm going to go through and show people the membership site and kind of give you an overview about what to expect. And then Jason's going to take people through the click funnel, through the 200 clicks funnel. And then we'll talk about other funnels coming online a little bit, and then we'll take some questions. Jason, you want to add anything to that?
I'm good to go. I'm ready to watch 90 Days of Action, the interior. Go for it.
Cool. I'm going to share my screen, so it may look funny for a second. And Jason, please let me know if you see the screen right. One day I did one of these sessions, and I said people saw me picking my nose for an hour, and I don't want that to happen. Start sharing. Okay. Present to everyone. You see my screen? It should say 90 Days of Action, and
I see you right now.
You don't see the screen.
I don't see the screen right this second. I did see the screen a moment ago.
Well, let me try this again. Desktop. Start sharing. Present to everyone.
I'm seeing your screen right now. You just have to move over to the window that you want to display to everybody.
Okay, so now you can see the 90 Days of Action logo and all that stuff, right?
I do see it now. Yes, I do.
Great. That's cool. I want to take you through the membership area and explain why we're doing this. Okay. A lot of you have been around for quite a while to the Traffic University group in Facebook. I was asked to put that together for another product that was being launched. And I was happy to do that. And the people said, start your group and we'll drive some traffic to it and just teach traffic generation in the group. And we'll use that to teach people how to drive traffic to their sales funnel. I think the product was FutureNet or one of those things. So I did, and we built up a couple thousand users there. And I was popping videos into that Facebook group every day for a couple months, and people were loving it and digging it. But 3 weeks later, they go, "Hey, Bill, where's that video on YouTube? How to set up a YouTube channel, or how do you cloak your links?" And they were asking questions for videos that were always already presented in Facebook, and I would just tell people to search the Facebook group, and they would keep bugging me and bugging me and bugging me until I had to go search the Facebook group, and then eventually just said, okay, this is no fun. So we decided to build a group for the 90 Days of Action because we want to keep people organized and have a way of getting themselves through the system. So I built membership groups for a lot of information products over the last 6 years, some for me, some for partners. Some people hire me to build them. So I said, let's just do this. And I'm using a couple of really kind of off-the-shelf sort of program. One's called Wishlist, the other one's called Optimize Press. When you log in, you end up on this menu right here. Now, we are going to change these groups around a lot, these pages around. I'm going to add things, reorganize them, and make them more easier to follow and those things. So don't be surprised when you come in to see new things to learn about, and also to see changes on the pages you've been on. So this one's going to change itself in the next few days too, because this video is really not very appropriate now because we've already reorganized the system. But as you can see, we have a number of links across the top here, and these will add as I add more units to it. And we ask people to join our Facebook group. Is number one thing. This is a straight link to the group. This is not an affiliate link or anything like that. What I recommend you do in the 200 clicks funnel, and this is something Jason will probably go over a little bit, is to set up your link to the Facebook group so that you cookie people as well. This will never have a cookie associated with it. If you look at the link itself, it just goes straight to the Traffic University group. There's no pass through any sort of system like ClickMagick to stuff a cookie. This preserves your affiliate commission, so everything we do is with that in mind. There's no cookie stuffing whatsoever at all in the membership group. It's all about providing you information for your sales funnels so that you can make money on the sales funnel. Plain and simple. Okay. If we do put something in here that's an affiliate link, it will be something that Jason and Colin and I decide to do as a group, and we feel there's a strategic value for you guys getting involved in that. Otherwise, it's all going to be done through the funnels the 200 clicks funnel and other funnels that come along. So to go through the training, you can either click Start Here, obviously, or you can just go click on the Training tab. Well, the first Training tab really takes you to the video that Jason goes through.
Hey, Bill, can you make that a little bit bigger? Can you blow that up just a little bit?
Yeah, I can Command F it or Command plus. Is that better?
A little bit more. Looking good.
Okay, thank you. I can't see what you're seeing, so it looks giant on my screen. But yeah, in your webinar window, expand it 100%. If there's a little like square button down there, but when you look at inside the 90 Days of Action, these videos are always going to be findable. Is the point? If you want the training on setting up 200 clicks, it's right here or right here. If you want, you know how many people bug me? How do I log into my 200 clicks account? I made it simple right here. A lot of people bug me. How do you log into the 90 Days of Action account? I think I showed you that earlier today. Some people go, well, that's just being dumb. They can't. You know what? If it's a problem, sorry, it's a problem for someone. It's a problem for more than that person. So, members login made it big and straightforward and obvious. So there really is no dumb questions. Well, for the most part. So if you click on here, it's going to take you to 200 clicks, setting it up. That's what this does as well. All your live coaching sessions will be scheduled here. Okay, this is the one we're doing today. And then there will be a link down here tomorrow with the replay for today's session. So most people will not make it to this. We have a lot of members in the coaching program. I realize, I've been running coaching programs for about 10 years now. Most people watch the replays, so the replays will be here. Being involved in a live session is way better for you in the long shot, because it gives you an opportunity to ask questions and learn. And we're shockingly entertaining as well. Might even have a laugh or two. Then there's the traffic token training. It's just basically how to put your token in there, and to promote your funnel or any other thing you wanted to do. We'll talk about this more when we get into promotional techniques, which will happen in the next few weeks. Some things work better than others, so we certainly want to show you everything that works and give you examples about what we're doing and if it's working or not working. When we buy traffic and send it to the funnel, we're going to share with you the results, things like that, so you get some real-world experiences. So that's the traffic token training. TalkFusion is another income system. It's quite a bit of it's got an amazing compensation program. You sell something, you immediately get paid to your debit card once you've signed up a couple of people that are active, and it has the potential to be really kind of an infinite recurring income stream, because you get a piece of anything that's sold by your team over time. And if you get a big builder down there underneath you, someone who's really good at building teams, or someone that knows how to just drive traffic to a sales funnel, you can end up with thousands of people in your downline, which is the good news that some of my partners have had. So the TalkFusion is another thing you can add to it. It's a great branding thing that I've been sharing with people. ClickMagick stuff. This is just how to use the link cloaking program. These were all put together by Colin. By the way, Colin is not here today because this family thing got in the way. I don't know. He would be here. He sends his apologies. So ClickMagick training. Do you need ClickMagick? Honestly, yes. It's probably the most important program that I use. I use it for everything I do. I track all the conversions. I track. I do sell solo ads at Udemy and through my partner company. I ask you to find traffic. If you want to buy traffic from me, buy it at the MLM Traffic Center, and I'll have Diego mail it, because I've already mailed all these offers myself. It won't convert very well if I mail it for you. But I use ClickMagick for managing all of that. We have a section here on buying solo ads, which is the primary source of traffic you're going to use. You're going to want to mix the types of traffic up you have. It's one of the key components everybody misses. Now, you can just plug in traffic token and you will generate some orders, but if you mix things up, you're going to get much better results. And traffic token is more of a source of income. Like, I got paid $1,900 yesterday or Friday. I'll get paid another $1,900 this week, which is great because I have less alimony. So, it's a source of income and it works well, but I'm building this up by using things like Facebook groups and all these different traffic sources. We're going to share a lot about generating traffic in this coaching program, so just be aware of that. I have a lot of people interested in how to build their own email platforms like I use, and it's going to come along. The number of people that are probably on this call tonight are like, Bill, just show me how to build the email thing. Yes, we will. Like I said earlier, when we first began, you kind of have to learn to crawl before you can walk, before you can run, sort of thing. This is not technically hard, but honestly, you need to be getting your funnel put together and your action plans for driving traffic put together before you start building your own email platform. And when you build your email platform, the way I do it, it's involving buying data, doing a lot of different things that's beyond the scope of just buying solo ads. I buy 300,000 units of data a week. It's a system I don't think people are ready for, but when you're ready for it, there's certain components of it that you can implement fairly quickly, and when you're ready to go big time, you'll be trained on how to do that. So Facebook training here. Now, I had a friend who came out with a course on Facebook, and so that's the makeup of this course right here. I understand there's a couple videos that have some issues. I'll fix them this week. Here you can see these videos pop up. Some of them play right into player, some of them pop up. There's just a lot of videos in here. So I picked this way to do this. So get prepared for that. Now these are kind of like your basic sort of Facebook stuff. I've got some ninja techniques that I use on Facebook, and I'll teach them probably in a live event. One of the reasons why I didn't put it in here now is because I want people to learn the basics, how to do things right. Because I understand human nature. We want to start at the end. We don't, we want to start driving a Maserati. We don't want to have to learn how to drive that Pinto stick shift first. We're all excited about going fast. It's more important to just make progress every day. So I'll be sharing the Facebook Ninja stuff that I do. And here's the beautiful thing about it. You can learn a lot about Facebook from a lot of so-called Facebook gurus right now. And they're basically teaching you how to spam people. And those people teaching how to spam people have lost all their Facebook accounts. Or in some cases, what they do is they talk people into spamming Facebook accounts. They don't do it themselves. They have you do it because you'll get some signups and you're in their downline, so you're making money for them while you're losing your Facebook account. And that guy's got his account. He's fine and talking holier than thou. So you got to be careful of these things. But we will show you what I call sustainable marketing systems. Not flash in the pan, overnight, quit, gone, doesn't work anymore. I've done that, and a lot of things, even if you play by the rules, you'll find out that things quit working or stuff changes. There's nothing you can do about it because every person on this call, including myself, is subject to either Google's rules or YouTube's rules or Gmail's rules, or you don't even know. You could pick an SMTP server as part of the email program. They can decide to drop you. There's all sorts of things out of your control. I mean, we'll teach you how to do what's sustainable and how to have the most control. But nothing is going to last forever. That's just kind of the way it is. So there'll be a tab here for YouTube. I'll teach. I got some YouTube training. We'll show YouTube. I think I'll even. Now I'm trying to figure out how to use YouTube Live. I might even do some training on that. Our thing is that we want to train the people that become members of 90 Days of Action so that they're successful with the programs, and they get people to sign up underneath them, and we train them as well with the same basic training that you're getting so that you create a pattern of success. And where these types of multi-layered systems fall apart is because, I can get a couple people to join up and the next person might be able to, but if they're not training each other how to do this, then it's the whole replication system just falls apart. And that's why all those type of systems kind of run, out of steam. Now, the good news about the systems we're choosing is even if you're not growing, the systems are making money, so they're not going to go broke. If you get into some of these revenue sharing things where you got to click on ads to make money, if you quit recruiting, the only real money anyone makes is what they get when they recruit. So what they do is they hype people into joining and buying and reinvesting the money because that's the money they take out. They don't ever make any money on clicking on ads. That's a complete farce. The great thing about Traffic Token and TalkFusion is when you log into your account and you see your income, that's your money. You're going to get paid that. Now, when you do that with any of these rev share things, you log in there and you see your income, you're all excited about it. 95% of that income was the money that you put into it in the first place, which you'll never see because you'll keep reinvesting with the fantasy of building it bigger. Our systems are all done to where you're getting paid when you sell them. Okay, as an affiliate for ClickMagick, I get paid every month. When somebody sells a solo ad for the MLM Traffic Center, they're paid immediately. When you sell a copy of this coaching, by the way, this coaching could sell for $900 easily. We're selling for $77 and paying the affiliate $69. It takes one order to really reinvest, to get your capital, your investment for this coaching back. And then any additional orders you get is just extra money, which we say we use it to buy traffic. So the solo ad traffic training is an important part of it too. So here's the whole thing. It's easy to get into this membership area. It's easy to navigate it. And it's easy to contact myself or Colin or Jason on Facebook. And if you say, hey, this is wrong, or can you add this, or can you do any of these things to make the membership portal better, we will do what we can to implement that as long as it's easy to do and cost effective, and you want me to, add something in that doesn't make sense, then we probably won't. Now, what we're doing with this is training you on 200 clicks, but there are other funnels that are going to come along, and what we want to do is sell 90 days of action. We want to help people build their downline. So when these other funnels come along, we'll add in some training for them too. Because if you end up preferring funnel B or over funnel A, and you do better with that funnel, then there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're selling the coaching and you're selling the recurring income system, which are these two things right here. That's the goal. Get the money out of these guys. Everything else is to fund your solo buying or your ad buying. So this is why we created this membership site this way. So next time you want to know how to do something, you log in, you look at it. I would log in every day. I imagine, as most of you guys know, I'm very busy creating videos on a daily basis. I'll hop in, I'll do Facebook Lives on groups. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I just turn on and start, bloviating, because there's knowledge that's just going to pour out of me, and I want to share it with people. I'll be adding videos into this every day as well. I pretty well take the weekends off to spend with my wife and go to church and stuff. So there is some personal time, but I'm working, about 14 hours a day at this point in time on a lot of these sort of projects to help train you guys. So that's what the membership site's all about. Now, when you have questions, feel free. Whoops, I'm sorry. So let's say you want to go back to the homepage. Just click on that link. It takes you back to the homepage, hopefully. And you click on this, and I just want to go out to the Facebook group. Feel free to ask questions in the Facebook group, okay? Now, one of two things are going to happen when you ask questions. We're going to either respond to it here in the group, or we might start a private message. There may be things we want to answer for you, but we don't want those answers to be public. And then let me explain to you why. You're paying for this coaching. So if I, provide public information on something outside of just setting the funnel up, we're actually giving away stuff you're paying for. We don't want to do that. So there'll be times when I'll come in there and go, and I'll go to your account and I'll start a private conversation. Likewise, if you have questions of us and you'd rather talk in private, you can do that as well. There are times when I have 15 to 20 chats open up to my windows, like when I'm paying people for traffic token. Boy, I'm busy then. So be aware that if I don't respond right away, it may be because I've got a lot that I'm trying to take care of. And I also have a very successful solo ad business. So between the two, my Facebook can get going a little crazy. So so that's what the combination of these two things are all about. This is kind of the public world, and this is the organized private world we can go into. And I'm going to put some PowerPoint presentations or things that you can download, like an action plan and a flow chart and different things like that you can actually go through, a checklist, if you will, that you can use to keep your business organized. You can't see this. I guess you could. Hold on, let me. You got to find the window. I guess what I need to do is close this.
I think it's pretty obvious that what we're trying to do ultimately here is to put together not only the training, but the site, the system, absolutely everything that has to do with the system as something that's automatically done for you. Because, I mean, honestly and truly, what I've seen through the years is what gets people who are excited to get started into a position where they suddenly get deflated and they suddenly don't want to get started is the incredible amount of information it takes to start a funnel, get a campaign going, start some sort of email autoresponder, get a system that everybody in their downline or on their team can duplicate. And what we've tried to do is, with this training system and with 200 clicks, put into position something that you can share with someone that doesn't put all the onus on you. We have team leaders that are willing to train. We have a support group that's ready to go. We have email campaigns ready to go, a system ready to go, videos ready to sell, buttons that they can press, affiliate offers, and multi-tiered affiliate offers that they can join, and everything essentially is done for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over to 200 Clicks right now and give you probably about a 10-minute overview as to exactly how to get into there and how to get it set up the right way. And some of the other things that are in there as well. Bill, tell me whether or not you see my screen.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, so okay, is it big enough?
On my screen, it's perfect.
Okay, good. So I'm just going into a demo account here. This is at 200clicks.com/login.php. And when someone comes in here, okay, and I can start from the very beginning, but we're talking to people here that are all in the team right now. So more than likely, you have a 200 Clicks account. You have a 90 days of action account. And when you log in to 200clicks.com, the first thing that you're going to see is this welcome video. And what I'm going to go over here is some of the same things that are in this welcome video, but I wanted to hit home with it. I really wanted to make sure that everybody is doing the right thing. In this video, what I say at the very beginning is that if someone ended up registering without getting the training, so they came through your funnel, they opted in from some sort of traffic that you had out there, they came to your 200 Clicks auto replicator, they put in their email, and they got to the next page and they ended up registering before they got the training. Right here in this video, I tell them how and why they need to get the training, and that they should click right here in order to go ahead and get the training, and it'll take them over to the training page in order for them to order 90 days of action. Then it tells them why they need to come back here and set up their back office. Okay, this other green button over to the right here will allow them to set up their back office with their 90 days of action affiliate ID. This video here will tell them to come down here and to click to become an affiliate through Zaxa for 90 days of action. And Bill goes over in that same video that I just showed you how they do that exactly. They get their affiliate ID, and then I describe to them in here how they know who their referrer is, their referrer's phone number, their email, their username, and their Facebook ID, so that they can follow or friend them, so that they can get any questions answered right away, not only in our Facebook group, but also from the person who personally sponsored them into 200 Clicks. I then I encourage them to go over to their back office, where it'll open up a page that looks just like this. And inside of that page, what I tell them to do then is to go up to system setup. And when they click on that, it brings them into where they set up. And this is as intense as it gets in order to set up the system. It is just them putting in their first and last name, them putting in their phone number. And what I urge people to do is to put their country code. So if you're from a different country, put the plus in your country code, the dash, your area code, and then your phone number, so that people can contact you if they need to. Also, then you go and you put your best email address in here. And after that, you come down, you put your actual Facebook URL. So facebook.com/your Facebook ID. Let me give you an idea of this here. Okay. So going to my Facebook profile, when I go to my Facebook profile, the link that appears up above, https://www.facebook.com/Jason Armbruster is mine. I grab that, I come over to this funnel, I put that whole URL in here. Then down below here, you see enter your 90 Days of Action affiliate URL. And as you can see, mine's already in there, but that URL in this video here, Bill shows you how to get that URL, how to copy it, and how to bring it back over here and put that back in here. You click continue setup from there. Make sure that you have the correct 90 Days of Action affiliate URL, because it's how you get paid and ultimately how you get paid instantly inside of the system. You click on continue system setup. It will then ask you if you want to collect first names from your leads instead of just email address, and or their phone numbers as well. Now, we're going to go into techniques and strategies why you might want to ask these from people. But from the get-go, I would suggest that you just put no for first names and no for phone numbers and click complete setup, because the least amount of information you're asking for from somebody who's a cold lead, somebody who might be coming through one of the traffic sources from our traffic vendors, the least amount of information that you're asking from them is going to put them in a position to be more likely to give you that email address and move on to the next step. You hit complete setup, it'll bring you back into your links page, which then your lead capture URL after being set up is the one that appears right below this. So http://www.200clicks.com/ whatever the username was that you chose when you registered for the account. And this is the exact URL that you will share with any traffic source that you're buying traffic from. And what'll happen then is they send the traffic to that link and people determine whether or not they're going to opt in to your offer as well. Below that, there's visitor tracking to give you an idea. And this is a demo account. So when I click on this, it's going to show 1 or 2 people that might have come through here. It'll show their IP address. It'll also allow you to click on a map of where that IP is from, so that you know that it is a real click. Now, I'm going to go back to this system page. Down below that, you have an opt-in redirect page URL. This is the page that someone goes to after they've opted in to your offer from this page up here. And it shows the video that shows me and Colin explaining why they need to become a member of 90 Days of Action and why they need to register for 200 clicks. Down below here is a webinar page URL. I do have something in there right now, which was the original webinar that we put on in order to announce 90 Days of Action. And then at the very bottom, it tells you what your office login page is. From there, the next step is to upgrade your system. So if you're not upgraded inside of this system already, that this video back on this welcome page will tell them why they need to upgrade their system. And when they click on this, or they come up to the top on any of these tabs, because it takes you through one step at a time to upgrade your system. When they click on that, it's going to give them the reasons why they need to upgrade their system. So like I was talking about before, we've tried to make this a done-for-you auto replicator to the best of our ability. So leads that come in, they're automatically followed up with. The landing page is done. The videos are done for you. The training is done for you. So we want to give everybody every opportunity possible in order to make those $69 commissions from the $77 sale of 90 Days of Action. But inside of the system itself, you want to be able to give this system away to others as well. So I encourage everybody to upgrade the system so that, number one, they can give away the system for free, as you can see up here. So people who register for the system and do not upgrade, they have a landing page. They have the ability to go in there and see who may have opted in, and they can .csv export any of those leads into whatever autoresponder program that they feel comfortable with. But at the same time, why not have the system all tied up in something that is going to allow you to give the system away to others for free and then encourage them to upgrade as well. Inside of that upgrade as well, you can customize all of the automatic opt-in emails to leads. Now, what does that mean? Somebody opts in and there is an automatic email that goes into that person that just, or out to that person that just opted in, and it tells them, welcome, hey, I'm a real person. And these are already done for you. You can customize them if you're upgraded. However, this goes out to every single person that opts in and encourages them to come back to your personal site, not some other site, not one that might have somebody else's affiliate link on it. It is specifically your affiliate links, your pages inside of 200 clicks that they are being encouraged to come back to. Then we have these email blasters for leads and referrals. Now, let me make something clear. Leads are people that just put in their email address. Referrals are people that get to the point where they're registering for the system. They've seen the video, they like what they see, and they've taken advantage of starting or opting in and creating a membership inside of 200 clicks. So they've given their name, their email address, their phone number. They've chosen a username and a password, and they are what are considered referrals. So with these email blasters or these broadcasts that you can send out, any of these leads, any of these referrals, you can create an email anytime that you want to for any offer that you want to. It doesn't have to be 200 clicks. It doesn't have to be 90 days of action. It can be something that isn't even in the 200 clicks auto-replicating marketing funnel. It can be something that you saw on TV that day, and you went to that site. They had an affiliate program, and you signed up for it, and you suddenly wanted to send out an email to all of your leads that said, "Hey, I saw this. I thought it was pretty cool. I bought it. I thought you might like it too," and you might be able to make some affiliate commissions from that. Also, inside of 200 clicks, we have the done for you email follow-up campaigns, the email series that's going to end up being 60, 70, 80, 90 days long, where every day it shows up in their email address and encourages them to come back to your version of 200 clicks and take advantage of the affiliate offers that you have inside of yours. Also, from 200 clicks, you can earn commissions from giving this away to people. So essentially, you give it away to somebody, they upgrade, you can earn commissions up to 5 levels deep, with the first commission. So people who come in and upgrade that are direct referrals of yours, earning you $10.50 per month. And then levels 2, 3, 4, and 5 also pay out, with 2, 3, and 4 being $3 per month, and level 5 being $1.50 a month. And as we move through and as we do more and more training with you guys, we're going to be showing a lot more things inside of, and a lot more and more different upgrades inside of 200 clicks, so that we can offer as many chances for people to make as much money as possible within the team. Now, Bill was speaking earlier about the Facebook group. We're going to have a lot of questions in the Facebook group. We're going to have a lot of questions that we field when we're just doing like a one-on-one session with people and stuff like that. But keep in mind and rest assured that we're always going to keep, as much as we possibly can, the lineage of this team as true as possible. To give you an example, I, the other day, probably fielded at least 10, 15, maybe questions from people that are, "Hey, I'm in the group. I don't know who my sponsor was. I ended up registering for the system. How do I get set up in 90 days of action?" What I asked them to do is to either go back find the email that they came through and stuff like that, or I was personally going into the back office and searching for people, you know, just to make sure that the right people were getting credit for the sales and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know if anybody has any questions right now. I know that this is you may not be watching this live, but at the same time, what I would encourage everybody to do is, after you've seen this, to potentially, if you have a question, you know, lob it into the Facebook group. And because the reason why we put that together was ultimately so that if a team leader isn't around, or somebody may have gone through the same thing as you've gone through, or that you're going through right now, they've gone through it in the past or something like that, so that the entire group is there for that kind of support. So, I mean, with that, I mean, Bill, I think I'll toss it back over to you, and we can wrap things up, or, you know, maybe you wanted to add something else.
Oh, I'll talk. Let me put my picture on so you can see my lovely face. So, hold on.
Awesome.
There you are. Hey, I told you it was that way. It was so beautiful. They had it extended, right? And you know, this group is made up of mostly bald guys with gray beards. It's kind of, I'm glad Colin's around because he's young and beautiful, whereas we're kind of middle aged. I want to point out something about the 200 clicks thing. Yeah, I was kind of the first in the door with the whole package. My house payment's $900 a month, and I get $30 a day, typically every single day from 200 clicks, because of not just the people that registered and upgraded under me, but the people that registered and upgraded under them. I just got a message from a friend saying they passed up something. Never mind. Cindy's bumping me right now. So sorry about the beep. So just think about that. Just the actual tool used to market, because it's 5 tiers down. You're getting $3 and $4 here and there all over the place. And you know what? You may not that much money, but it's making my house payment. It truly
the instant payments. Ultimately what we've tried to do here is to put everybody in a position to get their money that they create and that they make with these systems as quickly as possible. Some of these systems pay out in a week or every week, but everything that we're choosing pays out daily or instantly. So 90 Days of Action pays out instantly. TalkFusion pays out instantly. TBD and 200 clicks, they pay out daily, generally overnight. You'll get those commissions in your PayPal. Everything else, we've tried to align ourselves with, you know, either the highest quality and I should say the best paying affiliate programs out there, so that everybody is super happy about moving around to different and other affiliate programs that we'll be able to support moving forward. So instant pay is fantastic. You know, get instant pay and you're smiling all the time.
I'll tell you, the other thing to be aware of is the instant pay commissions, whether it's 90 Days of Action or any of the other ones that are part of it, that gives you money, and that's the idea, is to take the money you're making from those things and to buy traffic, because ultimately what you want to do is build your recurring income sources. We have 2 of them designed into this. Traffic Token is number 1, and you get paid every Friday. So that's a recurring income source, and so is TalkFusion. You get paid instantly with them. So all of the money you're making from whether you sell 90 Days of Action or whether you sell MLMTC or Human Eyeballs or whatever you sell within that tree of affiliate products that pays you quickly is designed to give you like the poor man's way of doing things. My friend Rob Frazier describes it. Selling the marketing system, like I was telling you, I'm taking the money that I get from selling the 200 clicks. It's enough to pay for my house. I don't use it for that. I was just trying to illustrate something in real terms. But that money goes in, is just going into the business, and I use it to manage all the different components I'm doing now. I say go buy traffic, and you go, well, you have all the traffic you want. It's true. People go, oh, Bill, but you've got all the traffic you want. I sell that traffic, but it's not like it comes for free. I had this big argument with someone. Every click, I know what well, okay, first of all, I'm a retired chief financial officer, so I find the metrics out all the time. I know what it costs me to generate a click. Most people in this industry, like, oh, if I make 20 cents a click, it costs you 25 to 30 cents just to get a click. It really does. So I buy data, like $3,000 a week in data, and I squeeze it out to generate the traffic that I generate. So there's costs associated with that and all the other things that go into it. So no matter what you're doing, you're paying for traffic.
Don't forget as well, I mean, this is one link inside of 200 clicks. You're promoting one link to, and you have the opportunity to make income with 6 different systems. So you're promoting one link, it shows them the system, it does that for you, it promotes the system for you, it follows up with the leads for you, and it promotes 6 income streams with one link. And as we get bigger and bigger, it will promote more income streams than that as well. So that I mean, that in itself, that follow-up series, those people are being, those people are seeing those things and those income streams all the time.
Well, I guess you just muted yourself. I want to.
Sorry about that.
That's
Clicked the wrong button.
I wanted to reinforce what Jason's saying there. You have 6 income streams. I use 4 of them to fund the 2. So the more money I make in the 4, whether it's 90 Days of Action or MLMTC or Human Eyeballs or Udemy, the more money I make from those sources, the more money I have to buy traffic. And I'm not buying solo ads like you are, but believe me, I'm buying traffic by buying data and going through what I do. So that's the investment money that goes into generating the recurring income that you see inside a traffic token. It's a $10,000 a month business already. It's going to be probably a $20,000 to $30,000 a month business by March, just by driving new traffic to the sales funnel consistently every day. So when we say you can replace a $50,000 a year paycheck, you can. Now, you can do that and you keep it going. New things will come along, new opportunities will come along, and Jason, Colin, and I might come along and say, you know what? We would do everyone a huge benefit if we introduce them to this opportunity because it's new and it's exciting and it pays and it's a legitimate thing. We will never introduce something that is not legitimate, okay? So I know everybody gets excited about revenue sharing programs. They just don't work. There's no way they can. If you know anything, I told you everyone, I'm a retired CFO. If you know anything about accounting, math, and finance, they don't work. They never will, because the product itself has to be saleable on its own and have value, and they just don't. So we're picking programs, and the future programs we pick will be the same way. I just got a message from our good buddy Jason. His computer is on the fritz. That's why he just disappeared all of a sudden. So we are basically at about 15 minutes. If you have any questions, ask away. There'll be a link for this webinar replay. I could sit here and play my guitar for you. Hey, wouldn't that be fun? No, I'm just teasing. And we'll get into more and more advanced techniques in the actual, each one of those modules that you see in the 90 Days of Action can be, I could talk about for hours, but we'll try to break it down into simple, digestible components. We tell you to take notes. Okay, I was going to show you this earlier. You cannot read my chicken scratching, okay? Nobody could read this, not even my wife, but I do. As much as I love my computers and my iPad and my iPhone and my iBrain and my iWatch and everything, this little notepad is the most important part of my business. If it's gone, I'm in tears. Keep notes. If anybody has any questions, this would be a good time. There's a group chat feature on the right-hand side, or you can hit either of us up on Facebook chat. Like next week, we'll probably go into the actual driving traffic component, buying traffic, and we'll share some statistics based on what we've done recently. So you can see, okay, we spent, you know, $100 in traffic. We made, we got 100, you know, maybe we got 50 people in our sales funnel and we got 1 order. Whatever the stats are is what we'll do. So we had a pretty good turnout amongst our buying customers. So we will put the replay into the membership site, and we'll get better at doing this each and every week. We'll have fewer problems with the computer. Jason, are you back on? Yeah, it's still him looking happy. Each week we'll get better at putting these together and having them scheduled out. And if there are things you are interested in us adding to either the membership area or into a training session, we encourage you to post that in the Facebook group. If there's anything negative, it's not going to get, you know, we'll take criticism for sure, but if there's anything like seriously negative, we won't allow the post to hit our page. If anybody tries to cross promote on this group, we won't permit that either. This group is for you people, and there are 2,300 people in Traffic University. A lot of them are not active. That's fine. Maybe they'll see something that we're doing and get excited about it and join in. We want to train your downline so that you can make money, but really it's a simple process of having a preset sales funnel and buying traffic and letting us talk to your downline and teach them how to do it. It's not that we get paid for doing that, but we do get the benefit of having them in our downline as well. Okay, I just got a message from Jason that his video is screwed up. It doesn't work. Next week, it will be on Sunday again. I'm assuming that, and we'll post in the group if it's different. So Jason apologizes. I apologize too. I'm glad we had the people show up that did. Yeah, Jason, it's another message from him. We'll be making a lot of improvements, adding more content to the membership site. Encourage you to get your downline involved in this group. It will help them, and then we'll encourage them to get their downline in the group, so you can see how that works. So everyone have a great Sunday. Thank you for joining us. It's a kind of a weekend day. We figured this might be a good time to do it because after football, the next game's coming on soon. So you guys have a wonderful night. Take care.